everyone, this is Trisha and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I made this fall truck arrangement. I've kept it very simple, and I'll go ahead and put the supplies in the description box below if you want to create something similar as I have done. So let's get to crafting. I'm going to start with this little red truck. I happened to purchase this at Michael's a few weeks ago. Now, I do love the red color on this, but I want to use it for fall, so I want to use a more neutral color. So I'm going to be using this spray paint. This is from Rust-Oleum. It is a semi-gloss, and it is in the color Ivory Bisque. I also have this paint from Waverly. It is a chalk paint, and it is the color Cashew. I really like this tone. I think I might use it to give some shading and some spots on my truck if I don't feel like this color is sufficient. When I spray paint this, I don't want to spray paint some of the parts, such as the tires. So I'm going to be using some paper here and some blue painter's tape to cover those spots, just so that I don't have to retouch them afterwards. Alright, it's now covered, so I'm taking it outside to spray paint it and let it dry before I continue with my project. Alright, so my truck is now painted and I love the color, but I'm also going to be using the other paint that I showed you, the cashew paint, and I'm going to use that in some little spots here and there just to age the truck up a little bit. Now, I've gone ahead and I've done one of the sides. You can barely tell where I added it. It is just to maybe give some shadows and little creases here along the baseboard here. Also where these little rear mirrors are. I decided to go ahead and paint the back of the mirror. Over here I had left it, gray, but I decided to go ahead and paint that. So I'm just going to add little touch-ups here and there, some on the hood, and etc. So I'm just taking my brush, just like this. Let me show you on the screen here, and just remove the excess paint off my dry brush. And what I'm doing is I'm going wherever there's like little things meeting up with the rest of the truck, just giving it not like a shade, but maybe just a little bit of an aged look. Of course, I could use some brown or gray or even some black to do that, but I really like this color and I thought it looks really nice against the truck, so I'm going to use that. And I'm also going to go along like little edges like this, and of course on the little creases here. It's barely noticeable, but that's what I'm doing. And I'll just do it throughout the rest of the truck. And of course paint the back of this little rear side mirror. So here's the truck. It's already painted and the paint is dry and it is ready to be decorated. I'm really loving the effect. I hope that you like it too. I'm going to start off with this little pack of mini pumpkins. I found this one at Michael's, but you can find mini pumpkins at other stores such as your dollar stores. I'd like to add some color to some of my little pumpkins by using these Waverly chalk paints that I found at Walmart. I have one called Pool, and I've got Celery. Of course, you can skip this part or choose whatever colors you want to use. And I'm just placing it in the indentations and then just kind of spreading it out a little bit like that. And now that my green is dry, I'm going to add some of the blue. So again, with a dry brush, pick up some of the paint and spread it out through the brush. You can blot off some of it, some of the excess, so that you don't put too much on your pumpkin. And now I'm just gonna swipe it across in the little bumps of my pumpkin. And that is the look. Now remember, these are the colors that I've chosen to use. You can use whatever other colors you want. Again, you don't even have to paint them. If you find the pumpkins in the color that you want, you don't even have to do this. I have a pack here of some stickers that I purchased from Hobby Lobby. Now, you wouldn't have to use any stickers if you don't want. I decided that I want to decorate the side of the truck, maybe even at the back of the truck. So I found these and I thought they were really nice. So I'm going to pick a couple. I don't have two of the same, so it doesn't matter. They're going to be on different sides of the doors of the little truck, so whatever two will be fine. Now, I specifically chose these stickers because they do have a clear backing, so you might want to consider something like that, unless you want to just go ahead and use a paint marker and just write something on the side of the truck. Now, to decide which one I want to use, so I'm going to go ahead and just go with whatever will fit inside of the little door space right here. I'm also thinking that I would like to add something in the back here, so I'm going to look for something that will fit in, in the length and the space that I have here. So that's all I'm going to do is just I'm going to compare to see what will fit. Like this one, for example. I think that will look really cute on the side there. All right, I've picked my first sticker. And here's what I've chosen on the other side. And here's what I've chosen for the back. I have these two straw bales that I grabbed from Dollar Tree. Of course, they have these little bales in different stores. You can even order some online. I'm going to use two. All right, so now I'm going to put these two straw bales right in the back of my truck. This is where I want my little arrangement to be. So I'm just adding some glue. Some hot glue is what I'm using. And I'm adding a nice, generous amount. And I'm going to stick it back here, like that. And then the other one right in here. Simple as that. And now I'm going to take the three little pumpkins and place them on my arrangement here. Lots of glue. Place it back here. Doesn't matter where you place them. Another one right here to the side. I think I want the other one a little bit slanted like that. So I'll put some glue on the edge here. And then right where it's going to meet up with the other pumpkin. Right there. That looks really cute. Here I have a lovely stem of some, what I'm thinking is a maple leaf. I love the color. And here I have what I'm thinking are small little sunflowers, but I think they're like Gerbera daisies. But either way, they will work. I did purchase both of these from Michael's, of course. There's plenty of little flowers and such at the Dollar Tree that you could use for your arrangement. Alright, so I'm just going to use a few of the leaves. So I'm just going to cut off one of the little branches so that I can use those leaves. I'll go ahead and cut a second one because maybe I'll want a little bit extra. On my flowers, I'm just going to pull off these little stems like that. I'm not sure how many I'm going to use. I'll pull off just a few for now. Alright, so now I'm just going to pull off the little leaves off the branch. You could use your wire cutters to cut them off if you prefer. And I'm going to just take, the little pear that comes off like that. Add a little bit of glue. And then just tuck that little stem somewhere underneath the pumpkins. I was going to say pineapple. I don't know if I said that earlier. I feel like I said pineapple, but I meant to say pumpkins. Alright, so I'm just going to stick, in different little spots between my pumpkins. Alright, I feel that I added enough of the leaves, so now I'm going to add some of these little flowers. So all I'm doing is pulling them right off. And then I'll use that little stem to add some glue. And I'll do the same as I did with the leaves. I feel like I've added enough flowers, but I do want to add a couple more leaves. So I went ahead and I cut these apart so that they're separate. Add a little bit of glue, and I'm going to put them on each side of the flower. And the reason that I cut them was so that I can have them a little bit more apart. Like for example over here, they're kind of close to each other, so the flower almost hides most of the leaf. So I'm just separating these so that they can show up a little bit more. And just use the petals on the flower to kind of push down and hide the little stem. I have this package of mini acorns and little pine cones that I purchased from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to use a few of these also. Alright, again, I'm using my hot glue to attach the items. Alright, I feel like I've added enough. You could add more if that's what you feel like doing. But there we go. Well, there you go, everyone. I have completed my fall truck arrangement. Of course, it is very simple. As you saw, not too many items were used to create it. Yes, it was very pretty in red. If you choose to keep your little truck that you have found in the red colors, because that seems to be the color that we find them in the stores. I have been seeing some in this cream color, but I purchased it red because I thought I was going to use it for Christmas, but then I decided, you know what, I want to decorate it for fall, so that is why I decided to go ahead and paint it. And I really love the color, and as a matter of fact, I'm just going to take all this out and then do something Christmassy later. But you could also put a candle, whatever you want to put in here. I just wanted to keep it simple because I do have another candle holder there on the table where I'm going to put this. So that's why I decided to go with this, just a few little items on my truck. Well, anyway, I think it came out great. I'm going to give myself a big old thumbs up, and I hope that you too will give me a big old thumbs up and leave a kind comment down below and let me know what you think of my little project here. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Hit that red button down right here, and then you'll see a little bell. Go ahead and click on that and choose all so that you get notified of all my videos as soon as I upload them. There we go, everyone. Have a super weekend, and as always, enjoy.